Hey guys, I'm doing a filthy, dirty, horrible Q&A. If you want to leave questions for the next filthy, dirty, horrible, or regular Q&A, my Ask of Him is down below in the description as always, and I'm going to jump into it. Hopefully you're enjoying Vlogmas. It is coming to a close soon, but not yet. And watch the other videos if you're bored. Just go back. There's a playlist, okay? And here we go. First question is it bad if I have sex without birth control? My boyfriend had a condom on, but could I get pregnant? You sure could. There's a small chance. You know, it's always better to use birth control and a condom. Abstinence is the only 100% bet against pregnancy. There is still a chance if you use birth control. It is much less if you use both at the same time. I would just start using birth control along with condoms. It's just the safe thing to do if you don't want a kid. I've never went down on a girl before, and my girlfriend has on me. I think she expects me to go down on her. What should I do? Like I said before, I've never really done this before, so I'm not sure what to do. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple of tips that really work for me personally in my vagina. The clitoris, if you need to Google it, Google it. Figure out where that is. It's near the top of the vagina. It looks like a little bean. It can become erect, and that's when you go to fucking town, gently. Do not, like, flick it hard with your tongue, because that can be really sensitive, and you can cause, like, spasms. Like, literally, you cannot help if your leg, like, shakes at that point, because it's just so fucking sensitive. So just gently massage that with your tongue, incorporate a finger or two inside her vagina, and then just kind of, like, you know, you gotta find a rhythm that works for her. So, you know, tell her, do you like that? Do you want it harder? Do you want it softer? And just take the moaning and the hair pulling as a good sign. I want to have sex with a guy and he wants to do it with me too, but I'm a virgin and he has a massive penis. I've never been fingered and I haven't done anything before, so I'm probably really tight. He's had sex lots of time and he's 2 years older than me. Should I risk it or wait? Honestly, I would just start fingering yourself. I would maybe get a small vibrator and put it in yourself. I would just start getting yourself used to things being inserted into your vagina, because, you know, if you haven't ever had anything in there before, a tampon, a finger, anything, you're right, you're probably going to be very, very tight and it will probably be very, very uncomfortable. That being said, if you just, like, relax to the idea, maybe start inserting small things in there. Obviously, start with foreplay and fingering with him, and then introduce maybe some lube, because lube will help. If you're really tight and he has a big dick, lube is your new best friend, as is foreplay, as is being relaxed and comfortable around the person, because the more agitated and anxious you are, the more stiff you become, and the more, you know, tight and uncomfortable it becomes. So just chill. Maybe start practicing now a little bit, introduce your own fingers to your body, and then foreplay. So much foreplay, and go very, very slowly. And it's okay to back out. You know, if it hurts too much, you just might need to practice a little bit more. You might need to build up to it, and that's perfectly okay. The liquid that comes out after you masturbate, can I get pregnant from that? You can't get pregnant from your own. This isn't a stupid question. This just shows how bad health classes are failing the youth of today. You can't get pregnant from your own. You can get pregnant if you're a female from males, because it's sperm, it's ejaculate, you know? So just don't, like, have your boyfriend jerk off and then, like, finger you, or don't, like, just, you know, just keep sperm away from your vagina is all I'm saying. But you cannot get pregnant from your own. What do boys prefer and enjoy more, blowjobs or handjobs? I will say that there are some gentlemen who may not like having women go down on them for whatever reason, and there are some gentlemen who may not enjoy handjobs. I have not run into one of those guys, who do exist, who don't like them, because men can just give themselves a hand job. They know what they like. They know the rhythm. They know how to get themselves off, just like we do with fingering. You know, like, fingering is kind of a stepping stone a lot of the times to something that we can't do ourselves, like licking our vagina. So because guys can't suck their own dicks, a lot of them prefer a blowjob. I will be doing a girl talk all about giving a blowjob, because that was the one thing I had going for me, that I didn't talk about giving blowjobs on the internet, and it's a new year. Why have anything left, you know? Why? Why do that to myself? So I will have a video on this coming up soon, but in my experience, it is a blowjob. Don't be nervous about it. You don't have to give one, but many prefer that over a hand job. But you incorporate your hands too, you know? Just, why did I have to do that? I don't need to show you what I'm talking about. You understand what I'm saying. So I've had relations with multiple guys and I haven't been able to reach climax. I can't reach it by myself either. Is that strange or unusual? I would say start incorporating other things with yourself. You know, you need to learn your body and see if you can get yourself off. Try a vibrator. Try just focusing on your clit. Try actually fingering yourself. If you can't get off at all, maybe go see a doctor about this, because there are medical reasons why you may not be able to climax. Once you know how to get yourself off, off, it's going to be a lot easier to get a partner to be able to get you off, because you'll know sort of what it takes. You'll know the button to push to get yourself to climax. So I would just try different things. If that doesn't work, see a doctor and go from there. And the last question is best sex position for your first time. This completely depends. As a girl, you can go either way. For me, for my first time, it was missionary, mainly because I didn't want to have the responsibility of being on top when I had no fucking idea what I was doing at all. But some girls do like being on top because then you can control the depth at which the penis goes, and you can control the speed and everything. So you can either have yourself on top and the guy laying down, and then you can be in control, or you can trust the guy and be on the bottom and just kind of experience it for the first time. Either way, you know, it's going to be possibly uncomfortable a little bit. It shouldn't hurt, you shouldn't bleed, just, you know, be comfortable and do foreplay, but just make sure that you trust the guy that you're doing it with, because it's important to go slow, and it's important to be aware of how you're feeling, and if you need to slow down, to be able to slow down, to take a minute maybe and adjust. But you can go either way, and both are completely fine. It just depends on if you want to be in control or if you just kind of want to, you know, not have so much to worry about. And either way, it's not really like it's a big undertaking. It's pretty hard to fuck up either way, you know? But it's completely up to you, whatever you're more comfortable with. So that is it for this dirty, dirty Q&A. I think this is possibly one of the dirtiest Q&As that I've done, so thumbs up for that, lack of shame, and go subscribe to my main channel, because I will be doing a girl talk all about giving a blowjob, and also on spending your money and saving your money and just being responsible with your money. That's coming also, as well as there should be a couple videos on the products that I want to use up. I'm going to be starting to do project pans over there, and then go check out the podcast, because we are doing some unboxings from the PO box and more fan fiction. Yeah, if you want to send us fan fiction, it's outside the comfort zone at outlook.com. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thumbs up and subscribe to the other channels, and let me know what you thought down below. And if you have any other questions, I will be active in the comments, and I will see you guys later. Bye!